How's it going, everybody? Galaxy Card Shop here. Today, I am going to talk about cash flow in my business and why I am selling my investments. So, if you're new here, I run a six-figure Pokemon card business selling sealed, Japanese, and English, along with slabs and sometimes singles. So, what is cash flow? If you're not aware, cash flow is basically the total amount of money being transferred into and out of a business, especially as affecting liquidity. And that's the definition from the dictionary. So, running this business has definitely taught me a lot of lessons. I have ran another business before, but it was more of like a digital service. This one, on the other hand, it requires cash flow, and basically, I'm not. I mean, just like pretty much nobody has unlimited money, and I obviously don't have unlimited money. So I run this business in a way where all the money that I make goes right back into the business. I started off with $5,000, and I've just rolled that over and over and over to where I am now, about a year and a half later. So I have, in that time, decided to purchase some sealed product as a quote unquote investment with intentions on selling it off within like 2 or 3 years just to make a little bit of extra money, because if you're in the Pokemon business, you know that sealed product typically goes up over time. And I did have a lot of good opportunities last year, so I decided to take advantage of them. And one of those opportunities was Brilliant Stars Booster Box Case. So as you can see here, I have it listed on Probstein right now. If you're not aware, Probstein is another consignment service that sells, I think, pretty much everything in terms of like trading cards and stuff. They sell sealed, they sell slabs, all that stuff. But I enjoy using them for my sealed cases because they pay out 95% on $1,000 or more. And it's a pretty simple process, and they list it pretty quickly. So I haven't had a bad experience with them. So I've been selling through them instead of my own eBay because I can get that 95% payout. And I'm not afraid to do an auction on a popular product like this, along with the other ones that I'm going to show. So this first item is my Brilliant Stars Booster Box Case. I bought this, I think, last year around summertime. I'll try to find the receipt, but I bought it on the Pokemon Center back when it was still available. And yeah, if you're new to the Pokemon space, last year there was Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, and Lost Origin all on the Pokemon Center. Lost Origin went out of stock first, and then after that, Brilliant Stars, and then after that, Silver Tempest, and we'll go over that in a minute. But I lost out on getting Lost Origins. I had it in my cart, and I didn't end up buying it, and then it sold out the next day. So I decided to buy a case of Brilliant Stars, and as you can see, it does have a little bit of a mark on the side, and I think I have a video. If I could find it, I'm going to play it right now. Just thought I would share this with you, just because you might be interested. I don't know. But I bought a Brilliant Stars case from Pokemon Center before they sold out the other day, and this is how they sent it. No box around it or anything. This is damaged here. Who knows how damaged the inside is? But yeah, as you see, they literally just slapped a label on it and sent it off. And I was worried that would affect the future value at the time. But I know a lot more now that people are still willing to pay a lot for it. And as you can see, it's already bidded up to a good bit. I think it ends in like 3 days. So we'll see how it ends. But this is something that I plan on holding for at least 2 more years, probably, just as a little investment. Whenever you get to a point where your cash flow, where you have enough money to purchase to keep your business rolling and you have extra money, that's the time when you should be looking into doing things like invest stuff. But now I'm at the time where I need that cash to keep the business growing, especially when I'm doing so much grading that I am doing now. And if you don't do grading, well, basically whenever you send in a bunch of cards at PSA or CGC or whatever, your money is basically locked up for several months. And if you don't have cash flow during that time, then you can't keep buying cards, and you got to keep buying cards because you got to keep sending cards so that you have a constant flow of slabs coming back. So that's one of the downsides of doing slabs. So I'm at a point now where I have so much sitting at PSA and CGC, and I need more cash to take advantage of other opportunities in sealed. And obviously my distributor has restocked a lot of stuff, so I need the money for that. So I decided I do need to sell these items. So first, like I said, the Brilliant Stars case right here. Hopefully that one goes well. Next, I decided to sell off my Silver Tempest booster boxes, and that also got these on the Pokemon Center. They were selling them a limit of 5. and you could buy 5 a day, pretty much every day for months at MSRP. And I was buying a good bit of them. I've already sold off a lot, but I had 13 left, and I sold 7 to a friend recently, and then I have these 6 that are up for auction. Hopefully they end pretty well. At this time, Silver Tempest did have a spike, so did Brilliant Stars. Usually what happens with these items is that they'll spike up, and then they'll stay stagnant for a decent period of time, and then they'll spike up again. Then they'll stay stagnant again, and then spike up again. And so hopefully right now I hit a good point where it did the spike up, and then it'll probably stay stagnant for a little while, but who knows in this crazy market. So that's why I just decided to sell these off. I think obviously they will most likely go up over time, but I need the cash to keep my business rolling. And then after that, I have this 151 booster bundle display, and this display actually has a small tear in it. I decided to sell this one off. I actually bought 9 of them, 9 booster bundle displays, 151, because I had a good feeling that they will go up, and his has already exceeded my expectations. I bought some of them in the 650 mark, and then I bought some of them last year in like the 500 mark, and then I think one of them I got for like 400 or 450. So for whatever reason, people really value these bundle displays when they're sealed rather than just getting 10 individual bundles. I'm personally, I'm not really sure why. I think it's just a collector type thing. You could buy 10 individual bundles for a lot cheaper than a bundle display. And then actually right now, if you look on TCG Player, these bundle displays are exploding. And so is Pouty and Fates for whatever reason. I think people are just realizing that these items are pretty scarce now and most likely not going to get reprinted anytime soon, or maybe ever, I don't know. So I decided to sell this one off. I have 8 left. I will probably end up trickling them out over time as I need cash. Obviously, I've already made a lot of money on it. It's at 900 something right now, but there's still a few days left, so I'm sure it'll reach in the 1200 mark. Hopefully, even though it does have the tear on it, people will still probably buy it for a premium versus just opening it and then selling the bundles individually, like I was planning on doing. But once I looked up and saw that there's such a premium on the sealed display, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to send it off and just state that there's a tear, and we'll see how that one goes. Finally, the last 2 items that I am selling off were not really investments per se. I thought about maybe keeping them to the side, but since they're still pretty new, they are these Surging Sparks booster box cases, and I got these from a distributor for $2.15 a box. I was maybe going to hold them for a little bit, but I just went ahead and sent those 2 off because it's still a newer set, and I don't know if the price is going to get lower than that, but I like Surging Sparks as a set, but I'm sure I'll get at least $2.50 a box when it's all said and done, hopefully. So decent profit on those, but those are the items that I am really selling off to hopefully get some more cash flow from my business and continue grading cards and doing other sealed purchases. But I just thought I would share that with you guys and for my future self, for whenever Brilliant Stars cases are going for 10 grand and I look back and see that I sold it for less than that. That's how these things go, is you can always regret it selling your quote-unquote investments off, but you just got to remember, without that cash, you can't keep your business flowing. And if you're not running a business, then you don't need the money, then obviously you can think about keeping that. But that's what I'm doing right now. If you enjoyed, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.